Hello, my fellow subjects of the internet out there. This is the Aromantic Shipper back again, and this time I'm going to be talking about Frozen 2, the sequel to Frozen. And yeah, so that's I watched the sequel for the first time in November this year, and I'm going to be talking about it and giving my thoughts. So, Frozen 2, I enjoyed this movie, but it wasn't really that great. Kind of like the first Frozen movie. Tangled is better than Frozen, fight me. But, yeah, anyway, so, I mean, talking about this movie, like, it's not really bad. It's not really great either. I mean, a big improvement that I will say of this movie over the last one is that there is no ridiculous last-minute twist villain like there was with Prince Hans in Frozen 1, which was, like, the worst part of that movie. Which, by the way, keep your eyes out for a rewrite video for Prince Hans in the future that I'm planning. But anyway, so, in this movie, Elsa and Anna, the main characters, I like them well enough. I think they generally have likable and interesting characters. Elsa, I think, probably shines a bit more in this movie than she did in the last movie, where she sort of feels more like the main character in this one, whereas in the last movie, Anna was the main character, and I do like her journey throughout the movie, and, yeah, I like those two main characters, they're cool, but honestly, like, besides Anna and Elsa, everyone else in this movie kind of feels expendable. Like, a lot of the side characters that were, like, introduced, like the native peoples and the Arendelian army troops that are found, up north. I mean, like, they didn't really get a ton of focus, or I don't know. I just feel like, they were introduced and they didn't really get much spotlight or, interest with them. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like this movie is very centered on, Anna and Elsa, and doesn't really give any of the other characters much time to be important or memorable. I guess I got to talk about Olaf, the comic relief character, of course, just like the last movie. But I mean, his jokes in this movie, I mean, a lot of them are kind of stale, honestly. Like, for example, like the running gag of him thinking that, like, old people know everything, and that that entire song he sings about, he'll understand everything when he's older. I mean, like, I don't know, a lot of Olaf moments I really did not find funny or enjoyable this movie. With one exception, which is that, like, the two scenes he has in this movie of, or was it three? I don't know. But the scenes in this movie of him recapping the first Frozen movie, those were honestly really funny. Like, I honestly laughed quite a bit at those. But, like, other than that, like, those were funny moments from Olaf, but other than that, it just wasn't really, I don't know, I didn't really care for Olaf much. I mean, like, he was sort of hit or miss in the first movie, so I guess he's, I don't know, a little bit worse here, but whatever. Anyway, so in terms of the animation, I thought the animation was, of course, really good in this movie, just like the last one. The songs can be kind of, hit or miss. I mean, there were some songs that were quite good, like, for example, I can't remember the name of it, but whatever. But yeah, Elsa's song that she sings near the end of the movie, I thought that was a really great song, but there are others that are, like, less great and not really needed, and, like, for example, that Olaf song I was talking about before, there were some good scenes in this movie, like, Elsa crossing, or trying to cross the Black Sea in this movie was probably my favorite scene. It was really good, very well done. You could feel the intensity of her, trying to get across it when it was, constantly pushing back against her. I mean, yeah, that was a really great scene, and I really like that. I honestly do like the idea behind the story in this movie. I mean, it is, interesting, where, of course, Elsa and Anna have to, come to terms with, the Arendel's past and, the crimes that their grandfather committed. I also do like that, this movie doesn't try to, like, both sides it, which is something that happens too often, where, like, it's not that, it doesn't try to say, oh, Arendelle and the northern natives were like both equally to blame and they just needed to talk it out. No, it's like it portrays that yes, it was like entirely, Arendelle's fault in what happened, and they had, bad intentions with what they were trying to do from the beginning. And I do like that, and I do like this theme of the movie where it's sort of coming to terms with one's past and the crimes of your ancestors, which of course nowadays is definitely an important topic that's having to be considered by quite a lot of people. But so I one of the things that bothered me so much is like I don't think this movie really understands geography. I mean, like, okay, so Aboriginal peoples who, the native peoples who, that the characters meet up north, like, they're pretty clearly supposed to be based on Aboriginals or Native Americans, but like those people they're not connected to Norway, which is where Arendelle is supposed to exist, by land. Like, what? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. It's just like, I get it. It's like make believe, so you can kind of do whatever you want with it, I guess. But it's like, the Kingdom of Arendelle is like, it's supposed to be based off of the Kingdom of Norway, right? So I mean, like, it is I don't know. The franchise is clearly trying to take inspiration from real life kingdoms and history, but it's just like the geography is way off. That's what I'm saying. And I also, in regards to that whole theme of the movie, though, I really don't like how there was just a giant cop-out in the end where, Elsa comes and saves Arendelle from being destroyed with her magic ice powers, like, somehow getting there, incredibly quickly from, like, really far away. And, like, I don't know, I don't know, it didn't really make much sense to me why you would make that decision. I mean, obviously, from a marketing perspective, you don't want, like, this whole very marketable franchise to have, like, its, main location destroyed or whatever, but I mean, like, in terms of the theme of the movie, I don't get why, like, it wouldn't have made sense if the Arendelle castle was destroyed, because all of the people were evacuated, and like the whole point of it was trying to reckon with the past, and I mean, I don't know, it's just like, for me, it I don't know, it would have been more fitting if, Arendelle Castle had actually been destroyed, as a symbolic, letting go of the past and trying to, make up for it by tearing down this monument to colonialism, I don't know, that's basically what it was. And the movie even, like, admits to this and, says it in its text. But then at the end, Elsa just becomes unfrozen and goes to, create a massive ice wall to save it. And it's just like, I don't know, I did not really like this decision. I think that the movie should have committed to actually, destroying the Arendelle Castle, and then, like, afterwards just, rebuilding it, because again, it's only a castle. It's like, it's not anyway, but yeah, that just bothers me. In terms of other things that I did not like in this movie, I did not like Kristoff very much. The song Lost in the Woods was so fucking pointless. Like, what is Kristoff even doing here? Like, he has no point, basically, in this movie. He's just, like, there to take up screen time until, like, the second half of the movie kind of completely drops him. And, like, his relationship with Anna, like, he barely has any chemistry with her anyway. I don't. They had no idea what to do with Kristoff in this movie, and, like, I don't care about him at all, and any scene with him in it was really dragging. So, on top of that, like I said before, I did find the story of this movie interesting, but it was a little messy as well, and some of the explanations for, like, the magic and the reveals didn't really make much sense, in my opinion. The ending with Elsa, deciding to leave Arendelle to live in the forest up north with her girlfriend, but not really, because Disney are cowards. But I mean, her decision to leave and live in the forest was not very well built up. I mean, it was just kind of a confusing decision that could have worked, maybe, but I mean, like, I don't know, it didn't really feel like it was set up in any major way. And, like, why would Anna think that why would Elsa think that her sister Anna would be prepared to, like, lead an entire kingdom? I mean, I don't know, it just didn't really make much sense to me. In conclusion, this movie is, it's fine, I guess. I'd say I probably like it as much as the first Frozen movie, which is to say, somewhat, but not that much. So that's what I thought of Frozen 2. A very worthy sequel, in my opinion, even though I know a lot of people didn't like it. But again, I think the first Frozen movie is very overrated, so I wasn't too disappointed by this one. So yeah, in conclusion, Tangled is still better than Frozen. Fight me.